Hi there, it's Caroline, Queen of Scraps. I'm coming to you from Cambridge, New Zealand, and I was just wanting to show you how to make this gatefold, Dutch door is what they call it, a Dutch door, because it just has this bottom half that opens up across. So this was a make and take in the last casual crafting, so when you come and do a casual crafting here at the studio with me, you can work on your own projects, but there's always a make and take which hopefully teaches you some things. I often do fun folds because we like them. So that's what we're going to be making. You can see I did a masculine one because it's almost Father's Day in New Zealand, and you've also got a pretty feminine one you could use for lots of occasions. So I used the Grateful for You, and I've already stamped out a anniversary one. It's actually my brother's anniversary today. Might be a late one if I send this one to him. It's got to get to America. Okay, so I've already got some bits pre-cut. Let's try and bring them all in together. So there are different ways of making this. You can take a card base and cut out this rectangle here, but I've been shown, Christine McNichol showed me an easier way of doing it, where you just use this extra piece here. So I'm going to show you that. So we'll do a PDF when you come to the to do a make and take, and so you've got that for reference, and all the dimensions are there. I'll post that and put a link for it. So here are all the bits already cut. This is the card base, and the card base, we've got some DSP we're going to adhere to that. So let's just get that in place. Now we could change it around and use the other side, but I do like that pink, and I've already got some little die cuts and things chosen to go with that. Now let's pop that in place. And then this little half gatefold piece, I'm just going to glue that in place. And obviously the thing that's critical here is just lining these things up at the bottom, because it needs to be flush with the side and so flush with the bottom here. I'll just glue that in place. Got a pre-embossed piece. You don't need to use embossing. You could stamp this part, or you could use another piece of DSP. I love doing the fun folds, partly because they're a great way to use your DSP, but this white on white is a very nice texture detail. Oops, might need a tiny bit. If you find you need a little bit more glue, just pop on a bit more glue. There we go. So that's that bit done. And we just need the panel for the front. Just hold on one moment and I'll get that. Okay, I realised I didn't have my paper underneath. So anyway, I've put that in place, and I've got my other bits here. So let's just get this finally assembled. We've already done the fun fold part, so just need to pop this layer down. I'm just making exactly the same card design as the sample one here. I might go back and make the alternative colourway using the other side of the paper, the boho blue, which is also really lovely. Great. I think that's cut quite straight. Hold on 1 minute and I'll just do a little trimming. Just trim that up. Sometimes that happens, even with the amount of cutting I've done in my life. Right, okay, so I'm just going to glue this out. This is going to pop on here. I'm going to use glue. You could use dimensionals, but just make sure you put it sort of on the bottom third here, so it's not going to extend over the little Dutch door. I've also heard these kind of doors called stable doors. I don't know, do they have doors like this in the Netherlands? Somebody might be able to inform me. Right, I'm going to pop this one on here, and I've made some little die cuts from a retired They're from a retired die, actually, from the same one that the Thoughtful Expressions, I think it was, from the mini catalogue at the beginning of the year. They are gorgeous though, and I make no apologies for using them here. And there are always similar type of options in the catalogue, so you'll be able to find something in the catalogue that would duplicate this. So I've just cut it out of wild wheat, and then I've also cut it again from some scraps and got the same little bits out of the whatever we call this, bubble bath is what we call it. So I'm going to just use a very fine bit of glue just to adhere these in place. And this little dot, didn't leave much of this one. I was using up my scraps, as you know I like to do. So just make sure you've got it up the right way, and we might just need a tiny bit on here too, just because there's not much to adhere to on this one. Right, sometimes my scrappy nature gets the better of me. Okay, but I'm also going to add a little bit of extra dimension onto this by, I think this is the right one. I'm putting them on the right way, just to give them a bit more of a natural look. I'm going to do what I did on my sample one, and I just use my my blends here. I use 2 blends. I use a little, just going to put a little bit, excuse my washing machine in the background. Just going to put a little of Misty Mauve down at the bottom. Light, not Misty Mauve, Moody Mauve, excuse me. And then I'm just going to use the bubble bath just to sort of pull that colour out and spread it onto the, so we don't have a hard line, and it just sort of blends the colours in together. I could also add a little bit more wild wheat on here if I wanted to have a bit more texture on here. Shall I do that? Why not, seeing as I'm here and I have the wild wheat out and a few other things that I might need. Let's just see, grab a blending brush. Just these little details, just give a bit more dimension and add a bit more detail, which is lovely on your card. So just adding a little bit more colour. I could actually use a different colour on here. Could add a more greeny colour on here if I wanted to. And it would blend in. I think I need a little bit more. Maybe this could probably do with re-inking. I'll just add a bit more wild wheat on here. This is why I get such messy backgrounds, but just blend that up so it's darker at the bottom. And I'm just going to add a little bit of glue on the back here. Just add some dots with this. You can also add glue with a sponge to the back. That's another way you can add glue to these fine bits. Oop, can't even pick it up. Right, fantastic. So I'm just going to layer this here. I don't want it going over the edge of the card because there's glue on the back and it will stick it down. I don't want that to happen. Maybe I want that on there. Do I want that on there? Maybe I do. Yep, or maybe I don't. I haven't quite decided. I'm going to stick it on top with some dimensionals. So, just a few dimensionals here. If I'm going, just check where it's, oh my goodness, Caroline, don't do that. There we go. Okay, got things sticking where I don't want them. Just be aware that if this is going up here, right towards the edge, I don't want to put a dimensional up there because it'll stick it onto the back. So just line these things up first, and then you don't regret your life choices. Well, not those particular ones anyway. It's a whole other story. Right, good, I've used up that one. I'm using some of these odd size bits. And happy anniversary. Great, just like that. Got that. Now I was going to add a little stamping on the inside too, and I thought I'd use one of these little sprigs in here. So where have we got these little sprigs? We've just got this little one here, just to tie it in and tie the colours together. And just getting a block here. You could, if you were using a coloured piece here, you would need to put an insert, and the insert would be the same size as this embossed piece. And I'm just going to use similar colours here, just the wild wheat again. And well, this is one of the reasons I like these little ink spots. They're an economical way of me getting new colours, and they also help me do this direct to the stamp stuff without getting ink everywhere. So I'm just inking up the flowers, and there's going to be a little bit of crossover, but I think that just adds to the look. Here the colours are blending. Oh, did I do that all off camera? Probably did. Might have to do it again. But anyway, you get the idea. Well, I've inked up one bit. So I get so carried away with myself. I'm just going to breathe on this, just to refresh the colours. And then I'm going to stamp it down here. Okay, give it a chance for those colours to go. And you can see you've got the two colours on there. Just to show you what I did, seeing as I did most of that off camera, I think. I just used the little corner of my cube. So you can buy these uninked cubes, and you just, whoopsie, ink them up with the re-inker. That means, that guarantees I'm going to have the re-inker once this retires, and I won't be left with a dried out ink pad, which is always a good idea. In the excitement of getting all the other things, sometimes it's easy to forget that we really should be buying. So this is the Moody Mauve, and I'm just by using the corner of it, I can actually pretty much be fairly accurate about getting ink where I want it. And so there's a little bit of mixing of the colours. It doesn't really matter. Breathing on that, and I'm going to stamp this one coming down from the top here. Give it a moment to transfer. There we go. So, I hope you like that. That's my little card finished. I could add a little bling to that too, but I think I'm happy with it just the way it is. So, again, two options. And this is the masculine one. This was using the Country Woods and the Trusty Tools, which is in the they're both in the annual catalogue. Right, I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you look in the description below, you'll be able to see the link to the PDF with all the metric measurements. Hope you enjoyed making this card. Thanks to Christine for demonstrating it, and if you like this video, how about giving me a thumbs up and then you'll have a chance to see more in the future. I've got another make it take it card that I made for Saturdays. I'll open it up and show you. I made another Father's Day card. This is using retired DSP, and I'm going to be recording the video for this one very shortly. Father's Day is on the 1st of September. So this has a little belly band. You can see it's a great way of using up some DSP. I've just about used all this one, and it's using the current stamp set, which is Let's Go Fishing, I think it's called. And that's all ready to go to some lucky dad. Okay, if you've got any questions, just ask, and I'm happy to help. Bye.